You're listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
Hey, I'm Joey.
And I'm Wes.
I'm Brian. Welcome to episode 52 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. 1 year, guys.
Feliz Copianos.
1 year.
A year ago today. No, not exactly.
Not exactly today,
I remember
but it was
sitting at your house around that little tree on the wall. And
That's right.
old microphones.
I was going to go back and pull like an audio clip from episode 1, but I think I'm just going to advise everybody to go back and listen to a little bit of it because it was so bad.
Eat the mic.
Eat the mic. You're getting good at eating the mic over there, Wes. I like that. So this is a podcast where we talk about gravel bikes, gravel cycling, bike packing, bike camping, all sorts of cool events that are coming up in the Mid-Atlantic, and a whole bunch of other things that are all kind of like bike related. The lifestyle, man. The culture.
The culture?
Mm-hmm.
It's culture and yogurt. We should talk about yogurt.
Or hot dogs. Hey, we had hot dogs today.
Corn dogs.
We just finished corn dogs out of the air fryer. Delicious. Now, Wes, you had a special tip there with the corn dogs.
Oh.
What did you do with yours?
You put honey on it, just like you do everything else.
That was a good tip.
I didn't tell Wes that wasn't real honey.
No,
Hey.
just like you do your hush puppies, you put honey on it.
It looked good. I was waiting for somebody to hand me the honey, but it just never made it across the table. So, it was hiding behind my computer. Oh, crap. Okay, before we get started, we got a little bit of housekeeping to take care of. We have a new patron on Patreon. Oh, God, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes.
It's not even fun when we have to cheese them anymore.
I know, because it's like, I think you've just gotten in my head. It's all in my head now.
I still like it.
I always thought it was in the hips.
However, we do have Brian from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania.
Nice. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Coming in strong, being a part of the team.
We
Love
need
it.
We have a lot. I think like 3/4 of our supporters are from PA.
Yeah, we need to move there.
PA is the state.
And we need to redo that. Remember we did that North Carolina or Pennsylvania thing?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to readjust.
I don't have to readjust my answer because I already picked the right state. Yeah.
Joey, you said North Carolina, but I think I am going to shift to the north just a little bit.
Redshift?
Redshift Sport Stems. Yeah. I'm going to shift my answer from North Carolina to Pennsylvania.
Well, with our sponsorship from Redshift Sports Stems, we could probably have a house in both.
And the state of Pennsylvania has now come on as a sponsor as well, which is pretty awesome.
Nice.
Wonderful.
We have some T-shirt sales too.
Yeah, we had a big week selling T-shirts. My plea of get them out of my house must have worked.
It did because I finished the C&O ride and I pulled out my phone and I had a bunch of emails.
Yeah, that was cool. Brian from Mechanicsburg, who came in as a patron bought a T-shirt.
Don't worry, Brian. I'm sending your stickers out tomorrow.
Frankie from Georgetown, Delaware. Flirtatious Frankie, bought 2.
Ooh.
And they're going out this afternoon, everybody, so be careful. We're recording on Monday, a little bit early this week. And Jody from Odenton, Maryland. They may actually have their T-shirts by the time this podcast airs.
Probably.
They'll probably be there tomorrow.
Could be.
If you go out today.
Yeah, could be. So, once again, thank you, Brian, Frankie, and Jody for getting those T-shirts out of my house. So what have you guys been up to? I'm sitting across from Joey. I'm sitting next to Wes. I'm very excited. It's been a while since we've been here all together like this. It's
Love
nice.
triangle.
Feels like it's been forever.
Yeah.
What have you been doing, Wes?
Well, I drove a lot.
Okay.
Went up to Michigan. Wonderful. It was like springtime up there. A little bit of snow when we got there. And then it was like 50 degrees the whole time we were there.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
So it was a green Christmas.
Yeah, you got up there and there was snow on the ground, and then by the time we left, it was pretty much all gone. There were patches here and there in the woods, but
It's your new favorite place, isn't it? Michigan.
yeah, I do. I really like it.
I love it.
I enjoy it quite a bit.
And Joey's over there wearing his Michigan shirt.
Oh, that's a nice little.
Fish again.
A fish again.
It's like a knockoff Patagonia logo. It's awesome.
I got to take a picture of that. Keep going, no, Wes.
No, so Traverse City is where my wife's from. I really like that town quite a bit. So there's a couple of different places. There's a place that's like coffee and beer, so you can go in the morning, have coffee,
Nice.
work on some stuff, and then around 10 o'clock, it's acceptable. Probably have a beer. You can ask for a beer. You can ask for it at 9 o'clock. Doesn't matter.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, you didn't get to hook up with Dirty Chain podcast,
No,
folks.
we were pretty busy the whole time.
And you were kind of like far away.
Yeah. No, I think from Traverse City, it's like 3 hours at least.
Well, that's not
So-
too bad.
No, when I go on vacation, like I haven't been on vacation in probably a year.
Mhm.
I don't pay attention to anybody outside my like little bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you guys know that.
Yep.
I didn't talk to anybody.
Yeah. Kept texting Wes and crickets.
Yeah, for like 2 weeks we heard nothing back from Wes.
Radio
I thought he was
silence.
mad at us. Then he showed up yesterday at my house and was happy. It's like, oh, he doesn't hate us.
He just doesn't use his phone. I think
Yeah.
that's what comes down. You just don't use your phone, right?
No, I do. I mean, it was just truly like when I go on vacation, I am not.
You just set
I'm
it down.
I'm gonna do what I'm doing.
Set it down
Yeah.
and walk away.
Even your friends. I didn't bug you about work.
I thought about you. It was one of the first days I was strolling down the street, Christmas lights ablaze,
You were like in a Hallmark movie.
and then I passed a shirt. I backed up and I said, "Oh,
Aw.
I need to get that for Joey."
Yeah.
Aw.
I'll only give him. I'll still give him crap.
And then I looked at everything else. I said, "Brian would like all this, but
Yeah.
screw that guy."
That's okay. That's all right.
I still hate Michigan.
Joey, what have you been up to?
Well-
and don't get into the things we're going to talk about later.
No.
Just personally,
I started
Joey.
my first week of like actual Croatan prep last week.
Cool.
So we did that big, the big ride. I had Strava's a little wrong. I think I was right under 100 miles
Okay.
because I got cut short yesterday. So I was going to do more in Strava or Zwift last night, but I broke the top 100.
Nice.
And this morning I hopped in the pool and Brian was next to me.
Yeah.
So my first like half hour swimming was ridiculous.
Yeah. You were like a giant octopus over their arms and legs.
I know I have horrible form. I don't know. I don't know how much I did. I think I did like 14 laps. Brian did like 14 in like a minute.
But that's like, but it's all about the muscles you're using.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter what you're doing.
I used my whole body.
You used your entire body to
But
swim.
that was so much more fun than going to the gym, like lifting weights and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it's cool. You're in the pool.
You're
Yeah,
learning a
and-
survival skill.
You were in the same lane there with Jess.
Yeah.
So you guys were swimming back and
Cannot
forth.
I can't try to worry about breathing, put my head in the water so I don't hurt my neck, but keeping my legs straight, keeping my belly button down, like doing all this, cupping my hands, not cupping my hands.
You
So
need
it's like a
to
floppy
get that
fish.
head down in the water.
I try. It's when you're
There's no air in the water.
The problem is my heart was already racing so much. It was so hard to take a breath then like not drown. Like, I had a really close drowning experience this summer with Dan and his girlfriend. When she like had my under the water for a while, like I was close to blacking
She
out.
was locked on. She was like the Kraken.
I
Yeah.
was like, yeah.
I remember you talked about that.
Yeah.
That's scary.
But no, that was it. Schoolwork.
Yeah.
So between school, prep, and life, like I'm always busy.
It's good to be done at the shop with the whole Christmas rush, right?
Yeah, we've been busy, which is
Yeah.
nice. Even the other day we were. There's usually a gap between Christmas and New Year's where some stores even closed down. Like we had decent customer flow.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
but that's the 12 rides I think helping.
Yeah, and we got a lot of other stuff we're going to talk about
Yeah.
when we catch up with all that. And what are we drinking?
We technically started before 11 today.
That's right. Tanya over at Rothrock Grit, Happy Valley Women's Cycling, sent us this incredible box of beer from Robin Hood Brewing Company. No, it's Robin Hood Brewing Company. And we started with a double New England IPA. It is the DBL. It is a dry hopped with Galaxy. Scroll around. No, other way. Idaho 7, Cashmere, Cryo Citra, and Cryo Mosaic.
It's delicious.
It is. It's kind of
And
fruity.
It's a cool 1 pint size bottle.
Yeah, it's different. We got another bottle of that.
I'm keeping.
And inside the box was this really kick-ass
Beer caddy.
like a beer caddy made of wood with a cool little steel handle and a bottle opener on the side, and then a 3 nice bicycle shop pint glasses. Damn, guys, our swag keeps
That's
getting...
the official beer caddy of GTD now.
It is. We're
Every
gonna put,
event we go to.
now, are we going to put stickers on that, or what are we going to
No,
do
we're
with
going
that?
to wood burn it.
We should wood burn.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we'll take that everywhere we go.
Yeah, just walk around.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. So
Thank you.
Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Happy
Thank you.
Valley Women's Cycling, for that gift. And thank you, Rothrock Grit.
Those
Bravo
ladies
Grinder.
were awesome.
Yeah. And they were on we'll talk about that on our
Yep.
Boxing Day ride. Some of those folks came up. What's going on with your 12 rides of Christmas, Mr. West?
I think I'm pretty caught up on everything. We've had a lot of people that finished this year.
A bunch of
Yeah,
people finished
so
all
it's pretty
12.
cool. Yeah, it's nice to see them keep riding. A lot of people rode on Christmas Day.
Uh-huh.
Right after Christmas Day, you guys had your Boxing Day ride.
there was a lot of scrambling with people. Oh, I got to get this. I got to get that. I got to go.
But they're doing it. They're having fun.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. And most people are partnering up. They're not just riding by themselves too, which is cool. Some people are, but a lot of people are riding with other people.
So that was
kind of
that was the difference that I picked up from last year. Yeah. Last year it was like so competitive to be the first one to finish.
Yeah.
And I remember riding like twice in a day, and I think I finished in 10 days last year.
Yeah, no, you finished really early.
It was like 12 rides in 10 days, and they were big rides. So this year was much more spirit of cooperation and a spirit of like get out there and let's all get her done. And everybody was cheering each other on. I've seen it on Facebook and all the social places. Yeah, people saying cool.
I mean, you had people like teaming up to go out and do the rides. But even like yesterday, Mike McMahon couldn't ride today. Or tomorrow, his wife's birthday. Yeah. So he went out in the rain to do his 12th ride at WO&D, like fully prepped for rain. Like, Buddy wanted his 12th ride.
That's awesome.
So, I think there's going to be at least a half dozen, maybe 8 people,
if not more.
Yeah, if not more, that have finished all.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah,
but
yeah, it's super cool.
I've had a couple customers around Christmas like say, "Hey, thanks for getting me off the couch." Like, I actually said that. I don't know if they listen to our podcast, but I don't think they're podcast listeners. They're just like appreciative that it gave them something to do for the month.
It's a motivator.
Yeah,
it's a motivator, and it's silly and it's goofy. But I know, like last year, as soon as like I finished, everybody was like, and everybody kind of quit. And so I thought it was cool.
People will do anything for money.
Yeah, it's true.
Or like a free Wahoo bolt.
$20 is $20.
The hard way or the easy way.
Well, I can't wait to see what the results are and how many you're gonna like total how many miles people rode. And
I'm just happy that I'm following as much as I am on Strava right now.
So you're just gonna be happy to get the names.
I'll be happy
right?
when it's done. Yeah,
it would be cool to see how many.
No, I'll get everybody that finished the 12 rides, put them in a random number generator, grab first place. We'll do that and make it fair.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. So, Joey, we had our GTD.
Yes.
This was kind of like one of our only second or third like GTD events, right?
Yeah, like I advertised it as GTD, not through someone else.
Yeah, it was just GTD. I guess we did a couple things on the canal that didn't really get a lot of attention, but this was like our first like GTD is doing this event. Everybody should come.
So what we did is we picked a location. We picked Brunswick so we could start and finish there, and decided to do about 40 miles so that it was worth the drive for everyone. I got a little shafted at the end, but the point was to start at Beanston and Belfry.
Right.
So everyone could conjugate there, especially because it was so cold outside. It was like 25.
We conjugated there? What?
I don't know. Came to my mind.
Conjugated the coffee.
Yeah.
We conjugated the GTD boxing there.
It's a cool coffee shop. Everyone met up there.
Do you know what the word conjugated means?
Maybe we should restart.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
All right. Well,
congregate.
Congregate. Yeah, Okay. I got to Google that one now.
You're going back to school. That's
I'm sorry, Joey.
So,
that was just too right.
Met at 8 o'clock at Beanston and Belfry.
We conjugated.
Everyone got some breakfast, some coffee. Kind of delayed a little bit for it to warm up.
What a super cool place that is.
That was your first time there?
Yeah, that was my first time at Beanston and Belfry.
That place is
an
awesome.
Old church, had the tin roof. It had like the deacon's chairs.
Did they have music going?
No.
No, because we were there real super early in the morning.
Yeah. Well, sometimes in the morning on a weekend they've got music going.
Yeah, went up in the balcony.
There's a chair in the bathroom?
Yeah, it's a big bathroom.
Yeah.
It's for your conjugal bathroom visit.
Oh, see, yeah. Now it makes sense. I knew I heard that word before. Wow.
Oh, way to go, Joey. I thought that was going to be a surprise for him later. He's going to look at his phone and go,
oh, made
crap.
Sense now. Congregated. Yeah, cool place. And then everyone loaded up and we headed out. And the first, 15 miles were freaking cold. However, we had the freeze part of the freeze thaw. Yeah.
Were you able to go north with that train?
Yeah. So we started north, and unlike certain club rides I'm on, like we split up, and no one was upset that we had multiple groups, and people were okay, and everyone was fine. And going past Harper's Ferry, I mean that part was open after the train derailment.
But all the cars still in the water, the train cars, and the people still hanging on.
There's still fire.
The helicopters were coming in. You couldn't even tell anything happened.
Yeah, we
were
called
the train cars though still in the water?
No. So I saw you could see a section of the bridge where like you see a guardrail get hit on the side of the road. Like you could see where it went through, but that's about it.
So for those of the folks that don't know what we're talking about, in Harper's Ferry, I guess it was like just right around Christmas or a little bit before Christmas.
Right before,
a train derailed in the tunnel coming out of the mountain. to cross over to Harper's Ferry, and when it went derailed, it took out the pedestrian footbridge, which allows you to go from the towpath over to Harper's Ferry, which is also a part of the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah.
So anyway, go ahead, Joey. I'm sorry.
Glad no one was hurt.
Yeah, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was like if you're a pedestrian that foot, there's nowhere to go.
No.
You know.
No.
I've seen Stand By Me. No, I mean on the way back, I did see a train go across. It was cool. Amtrak.
It's nice to watch them come shooting out
Yeah,
of the tunnel.
that's our second ride where we've seen trains on each ride.
Yeah.
No, we right around mile 15, we regrouped with a couple people. Jess finally decided to wait on me because I had all the food. And
and your rice cakes were off the chain again.
I a little change up the recipe. And I have some in the freezer. I made them smaller.
Delicious.
Biscuit cutter. Perfect. Everyone's equal now. Yeah, I got biscuit cutter for Christmas. Yeah, and then right around 15, we started having the thaw part of the after. And, But the nice part was from Brunswick all the way to Shepherdstown is refinished. Because remember, we only had a small section.
Yeah.
And now it's all the way finished. But that made for a little bit messy because after Shepherdstown, we had 4 more miles to hit the 20-mile turnaround.
Yeah.
And the old canal area was a lot. It was rougher, but it wasn't as muddy.
It wasn't as muddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You'll see my bike.
I wouldn't even call it mud. It was like the powder that's a part of what they put down to resurface.
Dust.
Yeah.
And it's almost it's dust, but it's like it cakes almost like concrete or
Yeah.
cement, and it's like I don't know, but
I bet
it
you
just
that'll go away after a little bit.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
It'll settle and it'll pack and it'll actually because you don't have that on the on Gap,
Yeah.
and it's the same surfacing.
Samesies. No, you should see my bike when I haven't watched that one. Just as I scrubbed, but no, it's fine. We turned around and then Brian got torn apart from the Happy Valley ladies.
They about ripped
and
my legs off. I am not going to lie. Kobe and Tanya about damn near ripped my legs off, but I was not going to let him get away from me.
He finished like a half hour before me, but I had the car keys.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
They were cruising.
Yeah, I look at my because we've ridden that section of the canal a lot. Out of like the 10 segments, I had 9 PRs.
So I got back to the parking lot, and even after I called Smoketown and they said they're open, I asked them after 12.
Mm-hmm.
They said they were open. Well, they didn't open until 5.
I know, right?
So I was kind of bummed because it's literally like right down the street. Like
Yeah.
we parked in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
So we found this place called like the Potomac Grill, which was like a Pakistani grill place. Really,
I don't know what
Food
it was. The beer was cold.
beer was cold,
Food was okay.
That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
The beer was cold, and we had a great.
but we
we had a great time sitting there
had
chatting.
a good sit down. That's the fun part.
Yeah, that was the fun part. Who cares about the food?
Yeah,
Honestly, the beer was cold and the company was good, and we talked a lot about getting women more involved.
Yes.
That was something that it's a big part of Rothrock and Happy Valley women's cycling. That's a big part of what they're doing is in their mission. So we had a nice little conversation.
it was a fun day.
It was.
It started cold, stayed cold.
And I know when we were after lunch, we were going across the bridge in that other section of trail, and we're seeing all these people on bikes in like shorts and t-shirts. And I'm like, oh god, we just waited a little bit, Joey. But we had to start early.
I was at my.
We had to start early.
It was a 12-hour day, start to finish.
Yep.
So I left my driveway at 5, and I got back just after 5.
Yeah, that's a long day.
It's a long day, and
Yeah.
to come back later in the evening, but even just by a few hours, that makes that day seem so much more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, that's the right thing to do. It was good.
Yeah.
It was fun. Everybody enjoyed it. I think everybody had a great time.
Maybe next time we'll bring our beer caddy and just drink some beers in the parking lot.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. I got one of those beer caddies that goes over your top tube.
Oh yeah.
Sarah sent me one a while back. It's
The
like
leather one?
It's like leather,
Yeah.
and it goes over your top tube, and you can put beer in it. Kind of cool.
Beatable are you in?
What's going on with jerseys?
Jerseys. Not Jersey. Or the Jersey man.
New Jersey?
New jerseys, like cycling jerseys, just dropped.
Yeah, you just
And-
posted it like before we started recording.
Yeah, people will see this hopefully by the time
cool.
the podcast comes out.
So cool.
So the way we're going to do it is today is what, the 30th?
Today's the 30th.
So it'll already been out, but Patreon and PayPal supporters will have a pre-buy. Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, so they get $5 off, and they'll have first dibs at the jerseys, and then on the 2nd of January, it will run it to everyone.
Right.
So the store, we'll put the link in. No one will get the link except for the supporters, and it'll go public on the 2nd. And then we're going to run that until
think it's January 16th.
Yes, it is the 16th is a Thursday, and we record that, or we'll have an episode that day, so it'll be a good reminder before it closes at midnight that night to get your last minute orders in, because I don't know when we'll do another order.
Yeah.
And so our jersey is going to run $80, and listener or supporters will get $5 off.
And we're trying to dig up our PayPal folks.
Yeah. So anyone that's done anything, any sort, or even, certain people may be like, well, Dave's actually a supporter. Folks like that. We'll give them the code if they're interested in buying the jersey.
Yeah. I mean, why would they not?
They're pretty badass.
They are sexy.
Philip from Cutaway did an awesome job.
Yep.
And I need to actually message Matt, say, hey, because I think he has a sock design that's really close. So maybe go off of that and just get it rolling. So what the idea is to have it before Croatan.
Nice.
Did I tell you about the Chinese New Year, Philip, was something about?
No.
There's like 2 weeks, January 20th through February 1st or something, where like everything just shuts down for Chinese New Year.
Oh.
All production. That's why we were picky about getting it so early.
Okay.
Because Croatan seems a bit away, but when you...
Oh, no, it's 75 days.
Yeah, you take that 2-week break, he said it takes a big hit. So, should have them before Croatan.
So I want to describe the jersey, because I mean, you can go on Instagram and look at it, but it is, oh man, it's just
1,000 words, Brian.
So sexy. The bottom of the jersey starts with this. It's black, so it'll match your black bibs, and then it's got like a mountain outline, and it goes into this gradient that goes from orange up to blue. Like, I don't know, would you consider that a sunrise or a sunset? It could be either one. So if you're into sunsets, it's a sunset. If you're into
we can call the front the sunrise and the back the sunset.
There you go. It could just be both of each. It's got our logo, very minimalistic, on the front, and it's got us on the back jersey pocket too. It's just a sexy jersey, man.
I love it. I'm actually gonna look up something.
It does look good.
And if you need some arm warmers, some black arm warmers on that with black bibs, and if we could get some Ridge Supply socks that kind of match that,
I'm looking them up.
Dude.
We did it so everything will go with it.
Yeah, and it's just it's awesome. Anyway, I think it's great. I can't wait to get it. I will literally wear mine like all the time.
Oh, I'm gonna get two.
I'm gonna get two.
I'm gonna get 7,
and one will be I'll just wear a jersey. Like all the time. That's all.
Well, that'd be stupid if we didn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably make you faster in the pool.
It would. They are club cut, right?
Yes.
So it's sort of a generic.
Sorry for the more race cut guys like Justin and all.
Yeah, but just buy smaller.
Hey, eat some more hot dogs.
But we're in-pack people.
That's right. In pack, not mid pack. Yeah. We're in pack. That implies you're somewhere in the pack. You could be at the back of the pack, but you're somewhere in there. I like that.
I think after swimming, I'm going to be like a race cut guy.
Think so. You could be. You could get there.
Yeah.
You could get there. You got a lot of drag with that beard.
These autumn ones look cool.
That'll work.
No, I cut like most of my beard off. I had a before and after picture from C&O where mine was about Wes's length.
Let me get a good. I need to get a good look at you. Oh yeah. You've trimmed up.
Yeah, I trimmed a lot.
Oh, I don't normally.
He looks
study
handsome.
your face.
I almost cut it all off.
Did you really?
Yeah. So anyway, back to the jerseys. $80, and we should have them before Croatan, and shipping is like $4.95 flat in the United States of America.
That's a good price.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's reasonable.
We're not making really anything on this. Really, just a couple of bucks here and there.
We just we want to spread the wealth.
But we just want to get a cool jersey out there that's got our name on it.
Yeah.
I mean, right?
I want to roll up to unPAved, this year. Like, hey,
buy our stuff.
I just see thousands and thousands of people wearing our jerseys by then.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Just
walking around like
we'll have made tens of dollars again.
Yeah.
On that once we reach thousands and thousands.
Actually, by unPAved, we might have a second one.
Yeah,
we might sell some advertising space on the pockets.
I don't want to call it advertising space.
I want to call it. Joe Jim Bob wants to spend $2,000 and put his name on the jersey. Sure,
I will call it becoming a part of the GTD team.
Yeah. Powered by Moe's.
Powered by. There we go. I like that.
Just get like a silhouette of Dave Pryor's face.
Thunderbear.
Right on the pocket, yeah.
Did you see his profile picture with that crazy suit he was wearing?
I think that was Single Speed Worlds, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the jerseys.
Nice.
I'm pumped. And I know it was back and forth with Philip on some stuff. He nailed it. Like, I was happy.
Wes, you're missing the party over there, buddy. Because everybody that I know that's the cool kids has got the Aftershocks headphones now.
Aftershocks.
Everybody had them.
I thought it was Skull Candy.
No,
Aftershocks. These are Skull Candy, but I can't ride with these.
Headphones?
They're earbuds that sit He's got something. So
those
instead of going in your ear,
Mm-hmm.
they sit in front of your ear, and it's bone conduction.
You'll have to try it after.
Yeah, try it after.
I'll give you a bone conduction.
That's
worse
why
than
we
conjugal.
missed you. Yes.
These things are awesome.
They are, because you
Just
can
innuendos and
talk
puns,
to each
yeah.
other, and but still at the same time you can listen to music and still hear stuff around.
Wasn't
you.
Fred wearing those when we
So-
saw him out on that random ride
Yeah.
over in St. Mary's?
Yeah, super
Super cool. I'd like to thank Jessica because otherwise I wouldn't have known about them.
No, me either.
Because they donated her for 4 pair
Can you? How many things can you link up to that?
It's Bluetooth,
Bluetooth.
So as many as you want.
I did a phone call while riding yesterday.
and the
Dennis.
quality is awesome.
Interesting. So does that
It
the
would-
Senna helmet?
Yeah,
Is
it
that
would.
a Senna helmet?
I'm trying to not justify the Senna because this is
So here's my take: is if there's the app, the push to talk app Zello,
Mm-hmm.
which is free, and I use a quad lock on my bars.
Right.
So if I open the Zello app and I have those, you can open up a group talk
Sure.
on Zello. All you have to do is do a push to talk on the phone, which is sitting right on your bars.
Right.
Everybody hears me talk.
Yeah.
I mean, that basically becomes Senna. Now I wonder if those things could actually connect to the Senna helmets.
That would be cool.
If it's just
well,
Bluetooth.
I don't know if I would have a Senna helmet and that at the same time.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like if I have that and somebody else has the Senna, if you can have
Yeah.
some sort of and you probably could, because the Senna helmet works through your phone, so you could hook up that same push to talk app through the phone.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be using the features of the Senna helmet, but you come up with the exact same end
Yeah.
product.
What's the battery life and retail on that bone conductor?
I haven't charged
6
mine.
to 8 hours.
Okay.
I used them all day, and I think I only used half the battery on, and I had music going
Yeah.
when we were up on the towpath. I mean, just
Nice.
like
Yeah.
light bluegrass kind of in the background music,
Yeah.
and I can still talk to people and
Mhm.
hear people
Yeah,
and
it's
hear
not
everything
drowning
going on.
anything out.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
some little background,
Yeah. It's nice on because I was riding by myself the other day with them after Jess gracefully. I can't talk today. I've been using these and they're hers. graciously let me. I've been using these. Yeah, and I have them at like full blast.
Yeah.
And I can still hear the car that's coming
Yeah,
up. I can
that's
still have a
nice.
conversation. We
Yeah.
all wore them on the average Joe,
Mm-hmm.
and they're cool. I like it. And I didn't realize how many people are interested in or have already been using these.
How much do they
So-
cost?
The Aeropex that I got, I think, were $150,
Okay.
but they did send a bunch of pairs to Jess to say thank you to her for her,
for all our St.
St.
Jude.
Jude.
Yeah.
and they also sent her a discount code.
Yes.
Nice.
So we've done nothing for the first 25 minutes but hawk product. And that's not normal for us, but let's do
Yeah.
it one more time.
Yeah, but these are
Um,
worth it.
So the Aftershocks, I'll put a link. It's Santora 15, all caps, Santora 15, and you can get 15% off.
That's pretty good.
SANTORA 15.
So, Strava Club, Joey, what's
All
going on
right.
over there in that world?
Well, I made the top one. No. All right. So we did the random number generator. It's funny who you get on that.
It is, isn't it?
Because number one, who's also number 74 with 77.5 miles, is Stanky Frankie.
Thank you, Frankie.
Fictitious Frankie
Oh.
from Georgetown.
77.5 miles.
Yep. And you got to get that mileage up, Frankie.
No, I think.
Oh, no,
I've
we gotta give him mileage up.
I think I've seen him doing some gym work on Strava too. So,
Is that his coach, Jim?
ha ha.
I got
No,
that joke.
it's that Stanky Frankie Jim Stinky Jim place.
You missed Frankie's phone call at the store the other day.
What do you call the store?
Yeah, he called and talked to me.
Oh, nice.
Told you to kick rocks because you weren't there. Number 32 was Jim Roberts from Wall, New Jersey. Jim came in at 144.5.
It's good miles.
So that's only 32. That's a good amount of miles
Yeah.
to only be at 32.
Yeah.
And number 90 was Steve Kressler from West Grove, Pennsylvania at 65.4.
Nice.
So we had we have the Mid-Atlantic represented.
Yeah.
Right there.
I like that too. I like doing this a whole lot more than reading the same three names
Yeah.
over and over again every week.
It's fun. You never know when you're going to get your name called out.
Yeah.
To break in the top 100, you needed 60.5 miles. That went up, I think, from last week from 50.
Yeah, it was like right in the same window though.
But last week was the start of the Festive 500 from Rafa.
Mm.
And there's more and more people participating in that every year, I see.
Yeah.
It's the 10th year.
This is a big jump here you're getting ready to shout out. Total members jumped up to like 10 members.
Oh, I read it backwards. We went up to 372 from 362. I was like, we
Yeah.
lost 10?
No. We jumped up. 10 members in a
We
week
did.
this time of year. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that.
our shout-outs of the week. Justin texted me last night. Justin was number 7, and I didn't look at his mileage, but Justin did over 17 hours of riding last week.
Oh.
For the Festive, and he completed the Festive 500, which 500 kilometers, it's 300 whatever miles in 10 days. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's not like he does like fly, like he's always climbing and stuff.
No, he does
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
Travis Olson, Mr. Grusk, is at 33.
Cool.
The Thunder Bear was at 51. And I made number 80 this week.
Joey Sikorsky, number 80.
I had a lot of miles too. You were pretty high up there too, weren't you?
Who, me?
Yeah, how many miles did you do?
I don't remember. I think like 60 something. I don't know.
Joey did more than Brian.
I had 7 hours.
No. I mean, I was at number 67. Probably had 100.
I read that at 67 miles. Because the last few times I've called Brian, he's like, I'm out riding or I'm on the trainer. I'm like, man.
He calls me at the worst times.
Yeah. If you're not a member yet, strava.com/clubs/gravel travel dirt.
And I'll put that link in the show notes.
Yeah.
So they can just click it. Click it.
Max.
Oh,
hell yeah,
Maxie.
Max.
Yeah, Max
Tear him
wants to said click it.
Tear him up, Max.
He's okay. Get him, Max. Get him, Max. Don't take any
Max,
of that.
it's the FedEx, man.
Oh, yeah.
Can we pause here real quick? All right, we're back. Where are we at?
So
I'm going to do a tech tip
you
really
want
quick.
to tech tip? And is this something you're going to start doing every week?
Yeah.
Because I love this idea.
So I am slinging product again.
Well, no, because it is.
No. This is a all right.
No. I'm going to time out for a second.
Yeah.
Because it does sound like we're shilling product, but we don't make anything off of this. This is just
We're shilling product because we've tried it out for you.
yeah, and that's it.
We
That's
spent
it.
the money, and you need to know.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
not the aftershocks, but well, I did actually. I bought mine.
Well, Jess has to use her other ones to give to people to try for running clubs, so I'll have to buy a pair.
Yeah.
But
no, so
I'm sold.
anyway, I
All
love
right.
this idea of you doing a tech tip every week.
Yeah, and it's not going to be product every week. However, I only did this one because it came in handy the other day. My tech tip is, I would say probably about 80% of our listeners are probably running tubeless. If they're not, it should be 100%. It's easy. Come see us. I bought PD's valves a few weeks ago, probably about a few months ago now. I only did it at first because they anodized they had a batch of anodization from Chris King, and I wanted the pink to match my hubs. I was like, these are cool, but they have a pretty big valve cap. The valve cap actually has a valve core tool on it, and that's my tech tip of the week is the PD valve cores. They're about $30. They're not cheap, and I think the 30 was probably because it was anodized. While in the parking lot the other day pumping up my tires, my valve core came out. Doesn't happen all the time, but hey, it's going to happen. What did I have to do? I took my valve cap and I tied my valve core, and I just carried on my day. So I wasn't freaking out.
Nice.
So I don't know. It's cool. You need tubeless valves anyway. So when it comes time to repair them,
Right.
or replace them, or get more, if you're a Chris King person, get their anodized. If you want black, just get black. And I got a really cool package. It came fast. I got air freshener and stickers in it.
You got an air freshener?
Yeah, it says PD's, and
Nice.
it was cool. I was like, this is one of the cool little things you don't think about. And in my Nittany tool roll, I do keep a Stan's, one of the red tubeless valve core removable tools. But
Yeah.
I didn't have to pull it all out or anything.
I carry one of those with me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was right on my valve cap.
Yeah. And PD's is spelled Peaty.
Yeah,
That's right. Not PD as in Petey. It's Peaty.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So that was my tech tip. I'll actually have something otherwise to do, but I think that's a cool tech tip. It beats 2 toothbrushes, like I was going to say about rubber banding them together at your house and cleaning your drivetrain.
Get 2 toothbrushes, and then you'd have to rotate one for your
You rotate it every few weeks.
one for your drivetrain, one for your teeth,
Yeah.
and make sure you rotate them every 5 days.
No, but really, you take 2 toothbrushes and you put them brushless side together,
Mm.
and you rubber band it, and then you can, it's a quick way to clean your chain.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's a good tip.
So
Good tip. I like this idea of the tech tip, though.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic.
I think we tried to start at one point in time,
But then, well,
but
I'm
if we just keep copying show notes, it'll stay in there. Just add to it.
We did like a news articles or something like that.
we were doing all sorts of
Yeah.
news articles and stuff like that for a while.
All right.
Okay.
We have the Saris MTR bike rack giveaway coming up, and I'm going to build your suspense because we're actually going to take a quick break before we announce it.
Okay.
Because during the episode, our Nittany Mountain Works order Just showed up.
Just showed up. Okay.
There's a lot of stuff in this little. Well, it's a big little box.
So, do you want to open this up
Yeah.
now? And,
Yeah, it's
and
like
go
another
through
present.
it. Oh, it's like a present.
Look on top.
Yeah. Oh man, he gave us hats.
Oh,
Thanks, Joey and Wes, and the rest of the crew.
Oh,
Come
that's
visit
okay.
Ride soon.
That's
Evan.
okay. Thank you,
And a
Evan.
sticker. Ooh, we can. I haven't made
Oh,
my
we got the
display.
plaque. Nice.
We ended up getting a plaque. Oh, Wesley, look at this.
Oh, what's my Jeff Jones bar?
Ooh.
Come on, man.
I guess you need to use your Jones bar all the time.
What else is in that
cover
bag?
looks
There's
good.
all kinds of cool stuff in here. Ooh, I got that to match. You got some feed bags. The cool thing I learned about Nittany is when you're doing a stock order, you don't pick your colors. You pick a category of colors. Like you pick like neons or earth tones or whatnot, and they just
Oh.
make them for you. It's really cool.
Because that would be crazy if you had to every item you ordered you had
'Cause
to pick
there's like
colors.
4 or 5 things you got to pick, and we did that for a couple bags.
Yeah, and they're like, "What the hell are you guys doing?"
Yeah. So it's a learning process for our first Nittany, but here's this is from my All City.
Oh, sexy.
Oh, I see my other bag.
I'm still going. Isn't that yours, Wes?
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, that's a
Um,
big frame bag.
This is a big frame.
Yeah.
That is a big frame bag. That'll match your Fargo.
We got a bunch of top tube bags. Good chunk of this is sold. Here's Alonzo's. Everyone got stickers. So yeah, it was cool because he was explaining it to me like in the like back in the day with E&O or Eagle Nest Outfitter hammocks.
Mhm.
You did the same thing. You didn't know what you're going to get. You just picked like a style.
So it was like Christmas Day.
Yeah,
So you
know
get
what
your
you're gonna
box
get.
like, oh, look at this. This
Yeah.
is awesome.
So
They
I
look
ordered a
good.
hit pack, too, and yeah, you don't know what color, but like the top tube bag or like the frame bags where it's one color, you'd actually pick the color.
So, but if you had a customer come in and say, I want this specific colorway, you could get that.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know that I've got my frame bag and I want to
Oh, that
get
looks good.
some feed bags that match my frame bag.
All City.
Oh man.
That's like not the Hamburglar. Who's that big purple guy?
Yeah.
It starts with a G or
Oh, I can't. Why can't I come up with that?
the McDonald's
Gremlin.
guy? Gremlin, yeah.
Gremlin.
Or Gremel, or is it Gremlin?
I think it's Gremlin.
I don't
The
know.
Gremlin.
I think it starts with a G though, for sure.
And we're gonna have to look that up
Yeah.
after episode. We're gonna have to look that up. So
So-
cool, you got a whole big Christmas box full. You just been nothing but opening boxes over
I
there
know.
all morning.
Boxing.
Open boxes of beer and opening boxes of Nittany Mountain Works bags.
Big
And,
day for GTD.
yeah. Okay.
All right. So
Joey stopped. He
the
got
moment,
distracted.
the only people are actually listening to this episode for
So,
Saris MTR 2-bike giveaway.
these were the directions that you needed to follow. The winner had to follow both our Instagram account and the Saris Instagram account. We are going to, in addition to shouting out the name here, we are going to send you an email, and the winner has to have a U.S. mailing address. So while just a second ago, Wes and I put our heads together, called up the random number generator. We've got a spreadsheet that's got everybody's entry in it, and as they came through,
How many people entered?
Yes.
had 197 entries.
Dang, they should have given
That's
us 2
awesome.
racks.
197 entries. So, little side note, when I did the same rack giveaway for Saris for Blood, Sweat, and Gears,
Uh-huh.
I had over 600 entries, and it was the largest Saris rack giveaway they had ever done with one of
Crap.
their brand ambassadors. Over 600 names were in that. So I'm pretty proud of that. A little,
Yeah.
pat myself on the back.
Yeah.
Hurt my arm a little bit doing it, but there it is.
Because your muscles are so big.
Yeah. So we had 197 entries or 197 lines on the spreadsheet, whatever you want to say. And I'm very happy to say that we hit a number. We hit the random generator. Wes was my witness. We had it went while Joey was over there. Came up with the number 117.
But who could it be?
Didn't even have the spreadsheet open yet, so we had no idea.
Full spread.
Opened up the spreadsheet.
Should we just leave it at that, 117, and then move on and say it at the end of the episode?
117.
And we'll announce the name at the end.
Yeah.
And I was a little worried, but it is somebody that we know, and I'm very excited to announce the winner is Chris Howell.
Woo! Congratulations.
And it was all right there. You know, we did it, hit the number, and then I did do the double check.
Did he follow?
Yes. I did do the double check before we went through all
How
of
do you
this.
check? Do you have to unfollow to see if they follow you back?
No, you just go and search your followers.
Oh. Yeah, that's a lot.
And I went, no. I went over to Saris's
Uh-huh.
Instagram account, clicked on their followers, and you can search to see who.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I found him in their list at Saris, and I know he follows us.
Oh, there's
as
like
well.
a mutual like following thing.
No, I just went to the Saris Instagram.
I think it's
account,
easier than you and me think it is, I guess.
I guess so.
clicked on their followers list
Yeah.
because you can see all the people that follow them, and at the top is a search box.
Well, see, on Facebook, if I go to your Facebook account and I
Anyway,
see friends, it says you have 14 mutual friends.
It's his own social place, is Instagram. So, hey, congratulations, Chris.
Owned by
That's-
Facebook.
That's
That's
pretty
big.
doggone
How does he get his
cool.
hands on it?
It's
Did
gonna
he win
ship-
it? He's got to go to Wisconsin, pick it up?
Yeah, that's exactly what
Yeah.
you have to do. And then you have to, like, all that. No, they're going to ship it to him direct
Nice.
from Wisconsin.
Wow.
So it'll
That's
come
awesome.
and land at your door, Chris, and super excited.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm So now let's switch gears,
Ooh.
and we're going to do some unPAved announcements. Joining us now, our good friend and event director for unPAved, Dave Pryor, has come on. And Dave, thank you for being here today as a part of our 52nd episode.
Oh, happy anniversary, guys. This is awesome. It's been a fabulous year of filling my ears for 52 weeks now. So thank you guys for doing this on a weekly basis. I know how hard that is, grinding through all the time. I like how you guys have changed formats just to make sure there's something for us every week.
Cool.
And, yeah, super appreciate everything you guys have done.
Thank you.
It's been a great year.
Have your ears stopped bleeding from listening to 52 episodes? We've come a long way, baby, though, from those early uglies. We've come a long way. So we're excited about that. We're excited that, it was fun to play with unPAved all season long, and looking forward to doing it again. So we got a couple of do we have a drum roll? Can we get a drum roll? Because okay, stop. You'd be amazed, Dave, at the number of people for the last 2 weeks that message me on all the different social places, and they're like, "Hey, I didn't hear the unPAved date. Was it announced this week?" It's like over and over and over again. I hear people asking me that. So, Dave,
Ooh, hold on, let me get my calendar up.
okay.
Got to mark it.
Dave is gonna. This is the first place you're gonna be able to hear if you're up at 1:00 in the morning on Thursday. The 2020 date announcement for unPAved, Dave. I'm handing this whole thing over to you.
We are going back to the 3-day weekend, Sunday, October 11th,
Sweet.
2020. Yes, we have gotten clearance to hold it on that day again. Working with forestry to kind of, one of the things we want to do is make sure it's a nice, open, quiet space as much as possible. There's a busy time in the forest with leaf peeping, and it's a 3-day weekend. So we definitely took some time to see how that was impacting things, and it's working well. We think we have a good working plan to make that happen again. The town really rallies around it. They love having everyone in town that weekend. So we'll be going back to having a Friday night pub crawl, starting at the Bull Run Tap House, and maybe hitting a few other spots in town around then. The Lewisburg Fall Festival again on Saturday. Rider meeting that afternoon or evening, and then Sunday, unPAved of the Susquehanna River Valley.
Nice.
I'm excited already.
So any route changes or anything that's going to come down the pike to surprise folks?
We like to keep surprises going though, as long as possible and draw this thing out. So the first full week of January, we're getting together, a band of us with a bunch of maps and 4x4s, and we're going to go see what else we can come up with and see if we want to change anything up. There's a lot of playground in the Bald Eagle State Forest and that whole vicinity, so there could be.
Excellent.
Nice.
We'll see.
That's
less
exciting.
than a year from today.
Now, what about number of entries? Are you going to increase the number of entries this coming year, or is it?
If we do, it'll be a minimal amount of numbers, or we might shuffle how things format. One of the things we want to do is keep the not small vibe, but like the community vibe. Like you guys brought up a couple episodes, like how good it was to be able to hang out with a bunch of people and not feel like you're just swarmed.
Yeah.
And there are events that are big and swarmed like that, so they're great, and I love going to them. But maybe this one could be slightly different from that. So
cool.
I would like to grow. I want this thing to grow. I want as many people to come as possible because everyone is great. We want to do it in a sustainable manner. I don't want to get to a point like, wow, that was too much. We need to scale back. So I just want to keep. If we grow, it'll be a little bit just to see how that goes, and then see how that goes, and see how that goes.
So
it's not going to be 3,000 people by any stretch.
What was it? Was it like 2 months ago you guys did the economical impact survey?
Yeah.
How did that go for you guys?
That seemed to go pretty well. I sent a lot of that stuff over to the tourism Susquehanna River Valley Visitors Bureau for them to go through that, and they're also surveying the merchants, the bars, the restaurants, the hotels, and seeing how that impact was based on a different weekend. Again, it's Bucknell University's fall break.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that helps them. That's the first time it's been the fall break. So it'll be a kind of a multi-year process. We're just kind of laying the groundwork on how that's going from that. So, but everyone that we've talked to in town loved the event. They love the people that come. They love just, again, the gravel has that sense of adventure where you want to go somewhere and really check it out. You're not there to put your legs up in a hotel room waiting for a race day the next day. You're out there going, oh, I wonder, this place has great coffee. Who knew? Look, those burritos are wonderful. Let me have one of those, and things like that. So
give us a date one more time, Dave.
Sunday, October 11th.
Everybody, put that on your on your calendar right now. And when will registration open, Dave?
Registration will open mid-April.
Okay.
I want to find the right time for that. I was going to do it April 11th, exactly 6 months. 6 months is, I think, a plenty time frame in order to get registration. And that, but I want to do it on a day when people are out doing some other great gravel event. So if it was Saturday, April 11th, that's when the Appalachian Adventure is happening. I don't want to put that on while people are out riding 100-some miles in a beautiful gravel road somewhere and not, have to stop and try and get Wi-Fi coverage in order to sign up for an event. So I'm not exactly sure, but somewhere in that 6 months beforehand.
And do it like in the middle of the week. Do it like smack in the middle of a week, maybe?
Could, but then some people are like, I have to work. I can't just go on. And I don't know. I can't please everyone, so I'm going to try and, I guess, maybe just please me as much as possible. I'll just do what's most convenient for me.
It's always important to pleasure yourself, Dave. So one
up for you guys.
one other thing, and this is another super cool. Dave just keeps on. The hits just keep on coming. He just keeps giving to us. We are going to, or Dave is going to do an entry giveaway for unPAved to one of our patrons. So technically, whoever he selects is the very first entrant for unPAved 2020. Hey, think about that.
You're going to beat Celine Yeager, and you'll get in before Celine Yeager.
This whoever this is. Now we were just talking about this in our little pre-show. We absolutely 1,000%. Whoever gets selected from our patrons, you need to go to the event.
You have to go.
This is not. You have to be there.
The Thunder Bear will be knocking at your door.
And if for some reason whoever is selected comes back and says, "Oh, guys, I can't do it that weekend," we understand. But we're going to pull that thing back, and we are going to select another Patreon patron on a future episode. So this is all about getting one of our folks to the event to enjoy the weekend. So
exactly. You've been talking about this so much. Someone should be there to make sure that you're not lying.
Yeah, exactly.
Plenty of notice.
So
it's the best weekend of the year. So
what I've done is I have got a spreadsheet with, just like we did for the Saris Rack giveaway. I've got all of our active Patreon patrons in here. And I'm going to randomly select a number. Actually, I'm going to let Wes do it. Hit that randomize button there, Wes. The number is 20. And that is my daughter. And she, I can guarantee you, is not going to go and ride unPAved. So, Wes, go right ahead and hit that button one more time.
Sorry, Casey.
Sorry, Casey.
Hey, did you hear me and Ted King are riding a tandem this year?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
We finally get first place.
Our winner, the number. Hey, you guys want to listen to me for a minute? Number 29, Phil Smith.
Oh,
full
nice.
Philly Smith.
Dude, he's going to love that.
Smith.
Yeah.
One of the guys we know through the shop.
He
And,
just got addicted to gravel.
And just jumped on the gravel bandwagon. He's been playing with the gravel game
since
for
last
what?
year for the 12 Rides of Christmas.
Yeah, so probably about a year he's been heavy wheeling it, and
that's
so
great.
Cool. Super excited about that, and I can almost guarantee you that Phil will post for events. So Phil, you are the very first entrant for unPAved 2020. I'm excited. I hadn't even thought about that.
I didn't even know he's a Patreon supporter.
Oh, Jesus, Joey.
Well, I don't go home and study the list either.
I do. I read it every night.
He's a strong rider, too. He's going to do well. I hope he does a 90.
Yeah. Now, he should jump in at 120. I'm up for the 120 this year. I'm jumping in.
Wow.
Diving in the deep end of the pool, buddy.
Yeah,
It'll be an all-day adventure for big old Brian. But
Big old Brian.
I'm shooting for
Wasn't
that.
your 30 an all-day adventure anyway?
No, that was Joey.
That was mine.
That's
That's
Joey.
only because I went out with Brett. No one understands that.
Because you were in the car for 50 of it.
We did more than it was a long day. I spent from like 11 o'clock to like 6 with Brett in the car.
Okay. Hey, Dave, I'm assuming you're going to stick around for this or that. Please, yes, and thank you.
I never would turn down an opportunity.
Okay,
to
cool.
that.
Before we get to that, though, one thing that got a little out of order. Joey, do you have an Instagram follow recommendation for the week?
Yeah, we're going music real quick.
Oh, nice.
Black Sabbath.
Nice.
No.
That's a crazy train, man.
Yeah. No, I've been on the Mandolin Orange kick for a while.
Cool.
So they'd be cool supporters of the
I don't know
podcast.
Mandolin Orange? Little American folksy
Bluegrass.
kind
Like an
of.
orange slice.
Sweet.
Not
That's-
really
that's my jam.
bluegrass, but yeah, they're local from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah. Mid-Atlantic.
I saw them at the Blue Ridge Music Center on Blue Ridge Parkway last spring on Blue Ridge Bliss.
Because
So,
besides Black Sabbath, what goes well with gravel is bluegrass.
bluegrass.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
what
Without
is
a doubt.
their Instagram handle, Joey?
At Mandolin Orange.
Mandolin Orange.
You have
Give
to
'em-
Google that if you can't spell it.
I'll put a link in the show notes, and everybody, you'll be able to find them.
That just reminds me that I finally got to listen to last week's episode yesterday. Celine's Instagram is actually the Chick 3.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
I fixed it in the show notes
Okay.
for
we listened to it going
Great
up on
job
our.
by Jess.
Yeah.
Tell that Jess that does not diminish the great job she did, Jess, not
Yeah.
Wes.
Now Wes is going to go home and have to listen to it because he hasn't even taken the time to listen to his replacement yet. I mean, Jess yet.
That's okay.
I'm not scared.
Wes, if he's replaced, that means we get to start our podcast finally.
It's about time.
I know.
One more quick.
Figure out how.
Our follow up from the this or that we posted on Facebook from episode 51. I said cold feet or cold hands. That's what we polled our listeners with. I had 104 votes, and it actually kind of surprised me. 61% or 63 votes for cold feet,
Yeah.
and 39% of the people, or 41 votes, said cold hands. I thought that's high. I thought a lot more people would say cold feet.
I went with cold hands.
Did you? What was your
Why?
reasoning? Why?
I can put my hands like in my armpits to warm them back up quick.
You put your feet in your friend's armpit. Warm them back up.
I can't put my feet in their armpits.
I've got a funny story about cold feet from a tour, but I won't share it today, or maybe I've done it before. But
It's a winter episode.
it's a long story. Yeah.
Ends up
Okay.
being
That's
like
episode 64.
Some
For-
weird joke.
First item on
Right.
this or that, number one, and this is a 4-parter. It's not just a this or that. It's a this or that or that or that.
This.
Okay, and Dave, you are our guest, so you get to go first. We're back to old school order. Joey, then you're up, then me, and then Wes. You can figure out whatever you want to say. Roof rack, or hitch rack, or trunk rack, or a tailgate pad. Which direction you going, Dave?
I like roof racks for the visual element on a car, but I'm done with them. My friend, the pickup, has the tailgate wrap thing, whatever it's called, you just said, and I was shocked how well that worked, but I am a hitch rack person now because, boy, the convenience is easy, just slapping it on. And
Yep.
driving off is money. So, yep, hitch rack.
Is this man? I suck. Is this one sponsored by Saris? Is that why you're doing it?
No, there's no connection. We've done nothing today, Dave, but Hawk product. We feel like.
I was like, I bet you Alex Howell already has a good answer for this one.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with hitch.
Chris.
I ditched roof rack after my bike came off and I was into my car. What about the backup? What about the bed of my truck?
That's the tailgate.
No,
bag.
like fork mount.
Throwing in bed. No,
Do you work in a
throw it
bike
back of your
shop?
truck.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have
the
fork
kind-
mount system in the back of my truck.
Oh, okay. I hear
But
what you're
what was
saying.
really nice
Oh, yeah.
because
Number 5.
we have our Subaru Crosscheck. We were able to put the 4-bike Saris rack on there and still travel comfortably the other day.
Yeah, and you still have it on there.
Hitch rack's where it's at.
I'm also a hitch rack guy.
Tray rack, hitch rack.
Yeah, tray.
Yeah.
Tray rack, hitch rack.
Big difference.
I just as opposed to the hitch rack that you hang the bikes off of.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
No.
really my vision. Was
Roof
it.
rack is so like mid 2000.
Yeah, that's like
So 2000 and late.
antiquated. Okay, Wes.
Yeah, I gotta go hitch rack, tray style. It used to be everything was roof rack for a long time.
Mhm.
So easy. That's what I had. And then because all the hitch racks suck,
Yeah.
you hung it, or the ones that were tray style cost $1 bazillion, and they
Well, they're still
crap,
expensive.
You know?
They're still expensive.
No, tray style.
Trey.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody went to the hitch track. That's interesting. That's the way
Yeah,
to
we should
carry a
probably
bike.
quit now.
Okay. Next item on this or that. Number 2. Would you rather be compelled to high five everyone you meet, or be compelled to give wedgies to anyone you see in a green shirt? Now, I want a point of clarification. When I say compelled, I mean it will drive you bananas. Like if you don't get to do one of those two things, I mean it will bug you all day. Like it's going to drive you nuts. So it's either going to drive you nuts that you need to give everyone a high five that you meet, or give everybody you see in a green shirt a wedgie.
Now, is this like aggressively, like you're grabbing their arm and like slapping their
You
hand?
be
No,
you.
not the West style.
Dave.
I thought you were talking about how aggressively you're going to wedgie them.
Oh, Wes is horrible. Wes has, yeah.
Yeah, I've been swimming with him before.
Took him weeks to recover.
I am up here in Eagles country. Go Birds. Lots of green shirts. I'm not going to give a wedgie to every Eagles fan I meet. That would go poorly.
It would end badly. So
And I give a lot of high fives at events anyway. So high fives, everyone. High fives.
there you go. Joey?
It'd be nice to give high fives. I don't want to give people wedgies. That's rude.
Right.
Every
Yeah.
person you ever see, you've got a high five.
That's fine.
Just never.
I
You're
go
okay
around
with
giving
that?
a lot of people high fives
Okay.
or
High
fist
fives.
bumps.
But once
I-
you
They all
high five
deserve it
them,
in some way. Some way
Yeah.
they deserve one.
once you high five them, are you done?
So
Or
what
is it like
happens
when
is-
you're at work and you got to high five up the same person?
Think about
12
this,
times?
Brian. You
No,
give
just
someone
once.
you give someone a high five, it boosts morale. You give them a wedgie, and it just demoralizes them.
I would also go with the high five, I think. And for the and I think it's just once a day. Maybe once a day. That would be it.
Yeah.
So
That
it
makes
would suck to be, nobody would ever wear green shirts to work with you again.
True.
Okay, Wes.
A wedgie.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
There's so many people that I would want to just give a wedgie to on a regular
You would-
basis. I would gift them green
Yes, I
shirts
was
just
just carry around. Here, put this on for a minute. Okay,
You
number.
have all these green Mid-Atlantic gravel travel shirts in Brian's basement forever.
The green shirts are free.
You mad at St. Patty's Day?
You had
Oh
this
my
coming,
God.
buddy.
All right.
Okay, 2 hours on a trainer or 2 hours on a flat rail trail. Now I'm going to give some credit for this one because this one popped up during the GTD boxing ride. Tanya said, like what are this or that? So I'm going to give the credit for this or that to Tanya. But 2 hours on a
Sounds
trainer
awesome.
or 2 hours on a flat rail trail.
So is this flat rail trail from Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, an hour to the Rusty Rail Brewing Company in Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania, then an hour back?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
That.
I didn't thought about the qualifier that there would be a brewery somewhere in the middle of
Oh,
a rail
yeah.
trail, but there's not one
Dang,
on a
Skippy.
trainer. That actually throws our
Yeah, there is. My
big-
trainer's in my bar,
I was
so
gonna
that
say,
also works. But,
wicked curveball.
Just put it next to your fridge. You're good to go.
Yeah. Joey?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I've never done 2 hours on a trainer. That sucks. I'm gonna ride with Dave to the bar, to the brewery, and
Yeah,
back. We can have fun that way.
Yep.
I would take the rail trail as well, and you wouldn't even have to have the brewery in the middle for me. You know, I would. The trainer time is just. I used to enjoy the trainer. I don't enjoy it so much anymore.
After that century.
Yeah. I've done a lot of centuries on a trainer.
Ugh.
5-6 hours.
What?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, you should look at his Strava from what January of 16 or 17.
I did 186 hours on the trainer
Was it
in the
2,000
month
miles or
of
something?
January. It was a little over 2,000 miles.
Tain't easy.
Holy jeez.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. It was.
I mean, I do need to ask you about this. I, in a bit of idiocy, signed up for back-to-back centuries in the Everglades of Florida at the end of January.
Ooh.
So I need to start putting in some, and they're dead-ass flat. I mean, they are the flattest profiles I've ever seen. Like
Mm-hmm.
150 feet maybe of elevation for 100 miles.
Yep.
Like an inch a mile or something like that.
Your and nemesis is going to be the wind. If you get
Right.
it on your front or anywhere, I mean, you got about 75%, 3/4 of the wind is going to be either in your face or on your side, and that's the thing that kills you in Florida. It destroys you. The wind.
Not
So-
Dave though. Dave's strong.
I should have talked to you first. All right, so maybe on the other side conversation for your multi-hour trainer tips, because
You got it. You got it.
yeah,
Wes,
Oh, rail trail.
rail trail.
Yeah.
So I think everybody did rail trail,
No
right?
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody chose rail trail. And you're in the midst of the rail trail. I think this is where it came from for Tanya. It was like in the midst of that grinding and that slog on the
I was gonna say,
towpath.
if you reworded it a little bit, where like the worst weather possible, 2 hours outside or 2 hours inside on your trainer. Would
should
you
have
change
qualified
Yeah.
it. Should have qualified it.
But I
Like
think I'd
with-
still pick rail trail.
I would too. I'd rather be outdoors. Okay, last item on this or that: Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve is definitely an amateur night. I tend not to go out or not go out far. And Christmas Eve is the flurry of wrapping presents with eggnog and watching It's a Wonderful Life. So Christmas
Aw.
Eve.
Yeah.
He stays in the den.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
The
Joey.
bear den. Oh, Christmas Eve. I always do it with my parents. Go over there, and my dad does like a traditional Polish Christmas.
Gonna have some more pierogies.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then I messaged Elise. I sent her all the pictures from our meal
Yeah.
with like actual homemade pierogies and homemade kielbasa and noodles. And
Even
I
though-
don't go out on New Year's Eve. Like I'll have a couple
yeah.
beers at home and fall
Yeah.
asleep. Usually South Park Marathon. Fall asleep by 9 or 10.
Same.
Ooh,
It's
nice.
I don't. New Year's Eve is so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's overdone. Don't do it. Don't really feel like. And the people that want to get dressed up and go out to someplace and
no.
like then they're all sloppy at the end of the day, and that rental tux is a mess.
Yeah.
and-
Rental
No.
tux to go out on New Year's.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm usually doing a big ride on the 1st of January anyway, so
Yeah. Exactly.
can't be hungover.
Exactly. So okay, Christmas Eve for me as well.
Christmas Eve, man.
We had a couple of really
Everything except for the
snuggle up.
wedgie we all agreed on.
Yeah, that's true. This was actually kind of a
Shocking.
boring this or that, but the wedgie was worth it. Okay.
Wow.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
for popping in. Thanks for being such a big part of our show over this last year, and looking forward to many more clink
Clink.
opportunities.
Clink, clink, clink. Yeah, happy clinks for your anniversary. Let's get together some more times
Yeah,
in 2020.
yeah. Let's do it, man. All right, thanks, Dave.
Oh, cool.
Thank you, Dave.
Okay,
Thanks,
bye.
guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
Anybody got anything else they want to
No,
toss out before we wrap up 1 year? Thank you, belly button.
I remember
Good.
that day like it was just last year.
I feel like it was just a year ago that we were sitting around that table. Okay,
It's the last
Hold on, you know what?
podcast
You know
of
what
the year, too, isn't it?
You know the funniest thing I heard all week?
What's
and
that?
It's you guys are funny, but when Mike McMahon was leaving the diner the other day, I don't know why it's so funny, but the way he did it, he stood up, he said, "This is the most fun I've had since yesterday." I was like, "God damn, Mike!" I like him more and more every day.
okay. This podcast is listener supported, so maybe consider joining us on Patreon or PayPal. When you do, you become a part of what we're doing here, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, or you're just
Look what
you're
like,
just a part of it. But Phil
you're just
Smith,
losing. You're losing. Like you just got free money today with
Yes.
multiple
Yeah.
people.
multiple people.
You basically get $5 free. You got a free entry.
Right. I'm
you
so
know,
excited.
You get all kinds of
I feel
You
it's
might
gonna
get
be just-
stickers.
That's so cool that his
Yeah.
name got drawn for that. Thanks everybody for listening to this episode. And our show can be found wherever you find your favorite podcast. Please take what?
You
What I
almost made
did?
it.
Broadcast.
Did I say podcast?
You got through PayPal
That actually is
and
good.
Patreon.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't say paper pal anymore.
Yeah, you made it through.
I've gotten that, but
We could call it a Pryor cast.
a prior cast.
Well, there's the Pryor unPAved.
Let's talk about Dave Pryor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pryor cast.
Yeah. Our show can be found wherever you find your favorite podcast. Please take a minute. Just please, I'm begging of you, take a minute to like, follow, subscribe to our feeds and our whatever there might be in whatever your favorite social place might be. Or what else could they do to
Buy
show
a
us-
T-shirt.
Buy our stuff, man.
Everyone's wearing them.
Get them. And we still got to get the stickers on the store.
Yeah, I don't know why we haven't. We've been talking about it.
dropping the ball, dropping the no. It's everybody. We just need to actually get ourselves. It's holidays.
I coded the
I
ball
got 3
in
more
Crisco.
days off.
Yeah, it's tough. How can they get a hold of us, Wes?
Well, get on the internet before Y2K hits. Otherwise, you won't be able to. GravelTravelDirt.com. If you're still doing Instagram, Mid-Atlantic GTD. Or give us a phone call. I don't think we've listened to a voicemail in like the last couple weeks.
Yeah, we
right?
did.
We had Ted King.
We had Ted King last week.
Oh, did we? Well, whatever.
It's kind of a big deal, but
Be like Ted King. 410-231-3850.
Mid-Atlantic Gravel Travel and Dirt is recorded live in historic Solomons, Maryland. in Joey's kitchen. Thanks for riding along, and until next time, do good, be nice, go slow, respect others.
See you guys next year.
Happy New Year.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.